How's it going, guys? Today we're heading down to Houston to film the one and only Braxton Matthews. He is an entrepreneur in the oil and gas field, and now he is a safety consultant bringing in some real cash flow every week. He has this AMG GT series. I don't know if it's a 4.3, 5.3, or 6.3, but we're about to find out, see what he paid for it, see how he bought it, and see how we can get one too. So let's do it. All right, man, so I see the AMG over here. My boy Braxton already in there, so let's go see what's up.
Yeah, I'm a letter. All I hear, go get the money. So I go get it.
So tell me a little bit about the liability. What we looking at today, brother?
Oh man, shit, like I said, I got this maybe about 6-7 months ago.
Okay, so it's new. Okay,
Yeah.
Bet. So what trim is this? 4.3, 5.3?
4.3,
AMG 4.3.
AMG.
Okay, bet. What year is it?
2022.
2022.
Yes,
Cool.
sir, yeah,
All
22.
right, yeah. Mind if we walk around, look at it a little
let's
bit?
check
Go
it
ahead,
out,
tell me
man.
what you got. So you got kind of the stormtrooper look, got the white on the black.
Yeah, I like the white on the black. I got a truck too, so same scheme, white and black, you know what I mean? Kind of same thing, right? And then the red brake calipers,
Okay.
I got that done. The seats, they black with the red, the AMG.
The seatbelt and everything?
Yeah,
Okay, we can walk around a little bit. That's what's up. So you say you got about 6 months ago, 2022. All right, yeah, the trimming, bro, the trimming with the AMGs are crazy. Like this muffler right here, I don't want to touch it, probably hot, but that AMG logo on the muffler is wild, bro. So what makes you go AMG?
Oh man, I really was looking. I was in between the A7 and I kind of like the hatchback look, so I kind of looked around a little bit and I was like, man, let me get something to get in the, see how I like it, get the feel for it, right? So this was definitely one of my cars, like a dream car. I definitely wanted the hatchback, the AMG, so I said, I'm gonna start here, go get this, and then we're gonna move on from there.
Yeah, and you say you got a truck too. That's gonna be the bonus. We're gonna have to go take a look at that too, right?
Yeah, I got the truck too. I got the truck too.
For sure. Well, how I like to do these episodes, man, I like to start off with 3 questions, kind of gamify it a little bit. Start off with 3 questions. If I get 2 of the 3 right, I get to get behind the wheel and drive a little bit.
All right,
right?
say less.
If I get 2 of the 3 wrong,
okay,
I gotta detail it. But I see the watermarks. We already detailed this thing.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is you tell me how much the detail costs.
Okay.
I got you. I'll cover the details.
All right, say less.
Bet. So we got 3 questions.
Okay.
All right. The first question is gonna be, is it in a business name or is it in a personal name? The second question will be if you paid cash, if you leased it, or if you financed. And then the third question is what was the sticker price? And I gotta be within 5%. I only gotta get 2 of the 3 right.
All right, let's see what you got.
All right, bet. Which one you want me to do first?
Let's go in order. The first question.
All right, so is it business or personal? So I know you got your consulting business and everything like that.
Yeah.
I think the truck probably in the business name. I'm gonna say personal for the car.
Yeah, you right.
All right, so I got 1. Ding, check.
Yeah,
All right, cool. You don't say personal for the car. Is the truck in the business?
Yeah, truck in the business.
Oh, bro, I'm 2 for 2.
Yeah, truck in the business.
All right, bet.
For sure,
cool.
for sure.
Sorry, number 2 is cash, lease, or finance.
What you think?
It's a 2022. You just got it, so it won't be a lease, I don't think, because it's old.
No.
I don't know if you putting down 40, 50 grand on a new car. I don't know about that. But so I'm gonna go finance. I don't know finance in terms, but I'm gonna say, hey, you financing.
How much I put down?
Oh, so let's jump to question number 3 then.
Okay.
And then we'll do a little bit out of order.
Okay.
All right, do number 3. So it would be what's the sticker price, then I can figure out what you put down.
All right, what you think?
So this 2022.
2022.
4.3.
Uh-huh.
How many miles you had when you bought it?
16,000.
16,000.
Even.
I'm gonna say 55,000.
You're a little off.
What was the sticker on it?
67.
Oh, I'm a lot off.
Yeah, 67 for it. And then, once they run up all the extras, right? They got the taxes and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I think it ran me out the door like 75.
75.
It ran me 75 out the door. But what I put down?
What you put down? What you put down? So
hey, remember them I just told you?
You say 75 out the door.
75 out the door.
75 out the door. How much you put down?
They ran the taxes. I think the warranties and all the extra stuff that they put on top of the vehicle, and I think they had the tent, the wheels and tires. Anything wrong with it, pass it.
Bet. So it was 67 base,
and
then you put some extras on top of it, got you to 75. How much he put down? How much he put down? Man, I'm gonna throw a guess out there. I ain't never guessed how much somebody put down. I'm gonna take a guess and say you put down 15, finance 50.
You close. 10.
10.
10.
He put down 10.
10.
But technically, I got 2 out of 3 right.
You got 2 out of 3 right.
It's personal. It's the personal.
Personal.
And you
Sure.
and you finance it. But
Yep.
nah, shout out to you putting 10 grand down. How about we go look in the side and I ask a couple more questions? We go from there.
Yeah,
All
let's go
right,
from
let's
there.
take a look at
Check it
it.
out.
Take a look inside, bro. I'm a sucker for the AMG interiors, bro.
Yeah, man, I love it.
I like the Beamers, the Audis, cool, but the AMG German, it hit different, bro. I know you said you were looking at the A7, you went the AMG route. What was the process of buying it? How did you ensure you got the best deal? When you walked in the dealership, what was the conversation like?
Man, I actually had a good guy I talked to, and I kind of came in. I tried to get a feel for him. I told him exactly what I was looking for,
Okay.
and then, like I said, he came out. He was telling me, "Hey, man, we just kind of moved the numbers on it a little bit," and I was asking him, "Man, what's the best price that you can get me? And this is what I'm willing to do if you can get me to that number." So I told him I had 10 down for him. Said he could make it happen. So he kind of wiggled it down for that 67 we talked about.
Yeah.
You know, by the time I got to financing, of course, they added their extras on the top.
Of course.
10 this and coverage for this. So got it out to 75, and like I said, I put the 10 down. So that's kind of what we went from. And I was comparing it to the A7, compared it to a couple other cars.
Yeah.
But overall, I feel like it's the best bang for the dollar.
Yeah, absolutely. So what does a car note look like on something like this? I know, hey, you put $10,000 down, which means you financing probably about 65, right? What does interest rate? What does a monthly note look like for something like this? And when did you be like, hey, it's time for me to go upgrade and get something like this?
Yeah, I had I have the other truck, right, financed in my business, and this is my personal. So I mean, I think they probably looked at a little bit of both, but I had the same bank pick me up twice. So they came out, they actually hit me with a high interest rate. But like I said, you know, I'm not looking to go to term lease anyway, you know what I mean? So at the gate, they was telling me closer to 17.
Okay.
17, you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, even with the $10, like 17. So I feel like if I was to go in there and refinance, I'd probably get it at like 12, 13.
Okay.
I'd better get something like that.
Got you. And so when you say 12, 1,300 a month?
Yeah, 12,
Got you. 12. That's not terrible though. $1,300 a month. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
So 10 grand, right? You just got 10 grand laying around that you save up for. What was kind of your? Because it's all about doing it responsibly. Anybody can go out there and lease a car and flex and ain't got money to pay the rent the next week. But like, hey, you know, you got the 10 grand saved and able to put it down on the car. What was your process of having that additional funds to be able to do it?
Oh man, I actually called my brother. My brother's, well, you know, somebody that's been consulting way longer than I have. I've been in the game about 7 years. So I talked to him and I was like, hey man, look, this is what I'm looking at, this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You know, what you do? You know, he's one of those guys, cash king. So he would have probably came in and bought it cash.
Okay.
But I said, well, what if I did at least half? You know, put something on it. He was like, well, yeah, you know, you do that, right?
Yeah.
So like I said, consultant, man, we make good money. So it's like what I put down, I could afford. You know what I mean? To give up. So it's pretty close to about a week of what we were bringing in.
Okay, so in a week, you got your down payment for the car.
Yeah.
Oh, that's light work.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what I mean? I wanted multiple cars. Like I fly back and forth. So if I'm out there, I might fly back here, right? Just kind of have something here.
Yeah.
And then I leave the truck out there too.
Oh, so the truck is where you work at, where you doing the consulting and then the car. Okay, so it makes sense to have two vehicles. Okay, okay. No, that definitely makes sense. How has the AMG life been treated? I ain't gonna lie, I'm a sucker for the steering wheels, bro. The AMG steering wheels got the little knobs on it and everything, man.
Yeah, I love this mug. So when I got it, man, like I said, I just wanted something too where it's like, you know, represent you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is more me, right? So like, it's just one of them things where people, if you buy something, you just want to make sure your money's worth it, you know what I mean? You get the most out of it. So when I'm driving it and I see other people, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah, you don't feel like it was just a liability. You feel like it's doing something for you mentally and professionally as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So like I said, on the professional side, man, if I see other guys that's trying to get into the same space or whatever, it's kind of like one of those talking points where, hey, we go eat, you know, meet up or something like that. I look like a consultant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta look the part.
Yeah, you definitely gotta look the part.
Awesome. Well, how about this, man? We want to put some GoPros in this.
Okay.
We're gonna take it for a quick spin, and then I'll learn a little bit more about this consulting business and you know how you making 10 grand a week to put deposits on AMGs. That sound cool.
Sounds good.
All right, bet. Let's do it. tell me a little bit about this the consulting business, bro. How did you get into the oil and gas industry, the consulting business? How did it all happen for you?
I think it really kind of started like with my pops. My pops been in the industry like 30 plus years, something like that. You know what I mean? So I'm from Homer, man, like South Louisiana, south of New Orleans. So a lot of people down there pretty much go offshore. It's kind of like the oil and gas side of everything, but it's literally in the Gulf. Yep. So you got guys going out there like that. So he was, that was something that he kind of kicked off, and I seen it work, you know what I mean? So from that point, my brother, my older brother, he's 5 years older than me. He jumped into it too after the military and, getting the experience of college and everything like that. Yeah. And kind of, got into the consulting side of stuff, mastered his learning and understood what was going on. So I kind of looked up to him, in that magnitude, and I was like, well, I just keep waiting, right? And my time would come. Yeah. So I stayed down. I worked about 5 years, 6 years before I got to the level of the knowledge level that I needed to be at. Yeah. And then from there, took off, man, and got to my first contract working for Chevron. Okay. And then after that, my second contract came with ExxonMobil.
Dope. So it sounds like you worked in the industry for a bit, got your feet wet, understood, got the knowledge, and then went into the entrepreneurial side of stuff.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yes,
what would you tell somebody that's, man, I'm not passionate about oil and gas, or I'm not passionate about this, not passionate about that, but the bread there, what would you tell somebody?
Yeah, man, look, I don't mess around when it comes to the money, bro. So my passion comes from my fulfillment, right? Whenever I feel like I'm helping, right? So I understand, like, if you think about oil and gas as a whole, what do we do on a day-to-day basis, and how does it affect the rest of the world? Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not touching lives as far as pulling up on side the road and and donating here and donating there. But the work that I do is it's not busy work. This is stuff that we need globally. Yeah. You know what I mean? So producing in that way, I feel like I'm way more impactful. Yeah. Would add my expertise to the consulting side, and then just doing my part, right? So I mean, I feel like that could give you some fulfillment, a little bit of fulfillment, of course, when it comes to the money, the stuff that you can buy. You know what I mean? Things you can provide for your family, your kids, your wife, stuff like that. So I feel like, man, it's a lot of things you want to do. There's a lot of things you do that may not pay the same, right? Or may not pay enough for you to be able to provide. So I think the main focus for me was always being able to provide for my family.
I was going to say, where did that mindset come from? Because that's something I didn't hear, man. I do media, and to make a dime in media is hard because it's super competitive. And so I wasn't thinking when I'm 18, 19, even when I'm in college, let me find an occupation, a career that's gonna help me to provide and live the lifestyle I want to live, and then you can go do the passion stuff on the side. That was not something that crossed my mind. It sounded like it did cross yours, but what do you think that come from?
Man, I grew up in it, man. You know what I mean? So a lot of people who don't understand what that work-life balance looks like, or what that grind looks like, like I said, I grew up in it. My dad was military. My dad was an oil and gas, guy, and then it's just one of them things I seen. So I understood it very young. You know what I mean? This is what he did, and it made sense to him. So I'm not the guy to go against the grain. You know what I mean? So I kind of just roll with it. And
tell me a little bit about your business. What it is that you actually do.
So on my side is basically like, I don't know if you're familiar with the term HSE. So it's basically like anything dealing with the health, science, and environment, right? Okay. So that kind of thing. So basically that's what it is. So I have a position where I deal with supervisors, engineers. Okay. It's a lot of moving pieces, right? But you go in there and you just try to figure out what could you add value. So I add a lot of value, not from authority, but more so from influence and being able to help guide decisions. So if we got a project we're working on, these projects, come with multi-million-dollar budgets, and I'm there to try to make sure that it goes seamlessly. You know what I mean? So if we have an issue, we have any problems, I'm gonna be the guy that kind of comes in there and kind of gives a little bit of what I've seen, my background, my thought process, and try to help influence the operation supervisor to make a better decision. You know what I mean? Someday we go home, nobody, oil field is known to hurt people. You know what I mean? It's one of them industries where it's high risk, high reward kind of thing. So you hear a lot of people getting hurt, and it's not like any other industry where it's like if something happens over there,
Yeah.
You know, you kind of backspace, you can resend the email and say my bad or fix it, right?
Yeah.
Something out there is probably gonna lose your life.
Life and death.
Yeah, life
and
and
what
death.
what I'm hearing though from your perspective is you getting paid for your knowledge.
Knowledge on it.
You know, you're not going out there and doing the manual labor and getting your hands dirty.
Them days over.
Yeah. You out there spreading knowledge, man.
Knowledge.
When did that shift click for you to say, hey, I don't have to go out here and break my back to make the money. I can go out here and spit knowledge and get the money.
Oh, see, my older brother, man. Being able to kind of like sit back and see. I didn't see as much as his beginning process, the work that he put in prior to getting to that spot. But once I seen him achieve that and get into that spot, right, it was one of those things where I was like, well, damn, I could, of course, I could do the same thing. And but just getting your hands, I think it's a misconception of like when people think when they think you're doing like oil and gas, so they immediately think labor.
Yep.
You picking up something heavy, you slinging iron and hammers and all this kind of stuff.
Yep.
Every job doesn't require that, right? So my position, like you said, is 100% knowledge based. So I have no overhead.
Wow.
I have no overhead, so I don't have like a
all margins.
Yeah, it's all margin for me. You know what I'm saying? All margin for me. So if something was to happen and people were like, well, what if you get hurt? What if this was? Man, I don't so much as get out of my truck unless I have to.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And really have a coach a conversation up or something like that. But other than that, man, it's no overhead. It's not like trucking. It's not like anything else where you got to put money out to get it back. Yeah. The most I probably spend is gas.
Wow. Gas the only overhead.
Gas.
Gas and time.
Gas and time.
When it comes to financial literacy, that's the real big part of this, man. I started my podcast. So many people are interested in business financial literacy because it's like, hey, I want to drive the Mercedes, I want to drive the Rebel, I want to drive the BMW, but it's like, how can you do it responsibly, man? What has been your biggest takeaway to be able to have the bust down Cartier, to have the chain, to have the AMG? What's been your biggest takeaway to do it, but to do so responsibly?
Man, like I said, me personally, I don't do nothing that I know I couldn't do over again and again. You know what I mean? And it's also too, like you said, just putting yourself in a bind where you're doing certain things and you can't maintain it. You know what I mean? So I would never step outside of my lane. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with seeing other guys that that got more or whatever the case may be. It's just motivation. So I say for me, right? I wouldn't buy a car if I couldn't buy it 3 times, 4 times. I wouldn't,
That's the bar. I say that again. You wouldn't buy it if you can't buy it 3 or 4 times?
3 or 4 times, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? So it's just, I think personally for me, I look at finances as more of not like a flex on something, but more of like a way of freedom, right? I like to be able to do what I'm doing and not be in a situation where, I'm giving up too much of my time. I want to be in a position where I can say no. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's the best freedom in the world. So the money allows you to do more stuff with your family, with your kids, with, travel, whatever. It just puts you in a situation where you can do that. So I think, if you start thinking about it more like, what would free my time up? What could I give, So I think, man, buying anything that's gonna put you in a bind is, I never did that. I done lost it all before. I done got it back. I know what that feels like. You know what I mean? So I think I'd be a little bit more cautious on going too far outside of what I'm comfortable.
Got you. Tell me a little bit. You say you done lost it all, got it back. Yeah. What is that story of perseverance? To be able to get it back, bro. That's hard. Man, look, I done been in some situations. So before I moved in this spot right here, I had a house. I sold that house. Prior to me having that house, man, you wouldn't even know. Like, my losing season looks the same as my winning season, man, because I got the same mindset. It's the consistency to keep going. You know what I mean? So I think that, like I said, I've lost it all, bro. I've been in situations for 2 years where didn't even have a vehicle. Wow. You know what I mean? I've been in situations like that where, I went at 21, 22 years old. I basically had 2 cars, you know what I'm saying, for a long time, 2 apartments, lived in 2 different places. Yeah. And then I had a rough point where, with the ups and downs of life, right? Yeah. Man, end up not having a spot at all, or either one of those cars. Yeah. So. Wow, that's amazing, bro. And then to be able to, like you say, to be able to get it all back. Get it all back. Plus some. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's just definitely a winning season. It's a great feeling, man, to be able to come back. But like I said, it's a mindset thing, man. When you pledge, man, you know what that looks like. You know what I mean? Yeah, nah, for sure. that's one thing to make money, that's one thing to save money, but you got to make your money make money.
Absolutely.
So talk to me, what's a little bit about your investment strategies, and this this 10K, is it just something that you saved? Is it like, hey, I had some in this investment, I moved it here? What's kind of your thoughts around investing?
Oh, on the investing side, man, I got a lot of guys in front of me, man, that know a lot, man. A lot of information that I could pick up. Like I said, my brother, these guys I talk to on a day-to-day basis, these are 700,000-800,000 a year type guys, what I'm saying, just off a knowledge base. They don't have a certain skill and play a sport, you know what I mean? They don't do nothing like that. They just kind of more so on the knowledge base. So investing, man, like I said, I got my right-hand man that actually stayed with me through Kappa and everything, brought me through. He's heavy in the trucking, so I put a little money into that too. We probably about 30 to 40,000 in on 2 trucks right now. I'm trying to get 6, right?
Okay.
So I get 6 rolling right now, just trying to put people in position to make some money. So you got guys making, $80,000 to $100,000 a year, being able to provide for their family.
Yep.
And you can get 6 guys out there producing that kind of money for their family, so you know what they're making you.
You got 2 trucks on the road, like you talking about 18 wheelers. What type of trucks you got on the road?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
Sir. Yeah, I got 2 18 wheelers on the road right now. It's on some hook and drop type roads. So it's like I said, if you got a designated lane, that's when you really start to get to seeing the profits.
Wow.
You have a Monday through Friday situation. You pick up in Dallas, drop off in Austin, come back from Austin, drop back off in Dallas.
Yeah.
$1,700, $1,800 a day.
Wow.
If you get 6 trucks on the road, now you're looking at 2,000 plus. On one truck a day.
Wow.
A day.
Wow.
So I think that was my thing, was always take my money and buy more money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So put myself in a position where I could get returns daily. You know what I mean? So same thing with consulting. Consulting is a day thing. Every single day. Every single day you get paid every day.
You get paid every day. Straight to the account every day.
Every day. Every day.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And if someone is trying to buy something like this, somebody's trying to get them the AMG, they're trying to get the BMW, the TRX, whatever it is, like, what advice do you have to them? Is it, hey, increase your earning potential as high as possible? Is it, hey, start, investing, getting some passive income? What is your, top strategy to go out there and for somebody to make some money like this?
Oh, man, like I said, take your money and buy more money. I tried everything, man. I tried real estate. I bought a house. I was a landlord for 3 years, man. I had people standing there paying me. Like I said, you kind of got to look at your margins. If you got a house payment at a certain amount, how much are you trying to make off of it, right?
Yep.
Do you have enough value? So I think a lot of stuff like that kind of goes into that decision. But for me, like I said, I'm kind of more like I want to see my returns. You know what I mean? Whether it's daily, weekly, just buying more income. Stocks, crypto, anything, man. Just put your money in different ways, and as long as it's bringing back some type of return.
Yeah. So it's not just about buying the liabilities. It's also, making your money buy money. You buy the money first, and then you buy the liabilities.
Absolutely. And a lot of times too, man, like I said, as a business owner and a contractor, man, you have stuff like this is a write-off, man. Whenever I go to file taxes, like we talked about, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, all of this is going underneath the business, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, like I got this, right? I got this. I use it technically for the business, right? Whatever that may look like. Yeah.
So you able to use the liability to decrease
the taxes,
your tax liability.
Absolutely.
So that's the game plan.
That's the game plan.
That's the game plan.
Yeah.
So you want to make more money, you want to make your money make more money, and then you want to keep your money.
Absolutely.
Not give it to the IRS is what I'm hearing.
Absolutely.
100%. All right, so I got 2 of the 3 right.
Yeah.
We done asked a couple questions to Braxton. We done whipped around, got some dope shots. So now I'm gonna drive this thing. He said open it up a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little scared. I ain't gonna do it. But we might let him get back in there and open it up.
Open it up.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I know this guy. He would open it up. He wouldn't care.
Hey, open it up, man. That's what we here to do, huh?
But now we gonna go down Allen Parkway. We're gonna drive a little bit and make it do what it do.
All right,
bet. Let's do it. You talked about having a story of perseverance. How do you not give up? When those times get tough.
Man, I think it was, like I said, it's just been something that's been in me my whole life. I think I'm not the person that, that reinvent the wheel. I don't think I'm the smartest person in the world. I don't think nothing like that. I think I'm just the most consistent.
Consistency.
I'm the most consistent guy you gonna know. If I do something, I'm consistent with it.
Yeah.
So it's like I said, just getting into my industry where, it has ups and downs just like any other industry.
Yeah.
But I'm so consistent with it, right? Where it's one of those things where it's like, you don't give up, you know what I mean? you gotta be built different for this type of stuff. You know what I mean? You want more, you gotta do more.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So we took a ride in the G43. We talked to Braxton about the oil and gas industry. Couple takeaways. So if you can't buy it 3 or 4 times, don't buy it, right?
Yes,
we
sir.
gotta make the money make money, whether that's investing, the trucking company. What's the last thing you'll leave to the audience about, you know, being able to do what you want, make money, but do it responsibly?
Yeah, man, like I said, just knowing your lane, man. Just staying in your lane, just keep doing what you're doing, man. You're working and just think about your family, think about your future, think about what you want to leave, you know what I mean? So, you know, we can't take everything with us, but at the same time, we're gonna move responsibly.
Yeah, facts. So what's next, bro? What's next? I know we talked a little bit in the car.
Yeah.
What's next for you? We gotta come back and do part 2 in 2026.
You're right, 2026, man, look for the Lambo, I'm coming.
Look for the Lambo. Cool. We'll leave it right there, brother.
All right,
Appreciate you, man. To the next one, bro.
All right, appreciate it.
Appreciate it, bro.